Come on in here because it's something that you definitely need to know. And I'm going to give it to you. Check me out. Now, fellas, you know I'm always coming for you because this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? I am moving aside, the females because basically the correction needs to start with us. Why do I say the correction needs to start with us? Because you can't fix somebody else. You can only fix yourself. Now, you can lead by example, and that example is going to be us. But the example is going to be on female nature versus male nature. So we're going to have to get that. So now, brothers, what I'm going to tell you is if you have a woman, and I would say most of us don't today, basically because, I go out places. I go to the gym, I go to the store, I go different places. And for some reason, and I'm only interested in my sisters, for some reason, my sisters turn their noses up at me. They look at me like I'm the plague. They look at me like I'm weird and crazy and everything else. And if I look at them, they'll move somewhere else, even if I just give them a glance, But I have found that Mexicans, Indonesians, Pakistanis, I found that Korean, even white women give me the utmost attention. And although it's flattering, I don't see them being a prime partner for me. I'm trying to find one that is within my spectrum, that knows exactly what I go through. And the crazy part about it is our women act like they don't know what we go through. Ain't that funny? Because if you look up on the internet, you look up anywhere else, it's always women helping women. Women been through struggles. Women been through fights. Women back in the past were hanged. Women back in the past were beaten and trodden. And women can't do anything right now because the world is against women, especially black women. Now, you got to remember, I'm going to give you that disclaimer, especially black women. Black women have to be the ones that people are coming after more and more strongly, and they want to beat them down and everything else. Black women are so great and good and righteous that everybody just want to eradicate them. They want to wipe them off the face of the earth, because they want to be black women. So, brothers, what I was getting at is get on the internet, right? This is where you're going to find lost women. Women that stays on the internet have no life. Women that's always posting on the internet has no life. Women that's always building their life around the internet have no life. These are the very women who have no structure. They may have gone to school. Granted that. They may have gone to school. But that doesn't mean a daggone thing. See, because anybody that always want to let you know what's going on in their life, in their livelihoods and things like that, basically needs so much validation. They need a serious dopamine hit every single day for them to function. They need that more. They need the hair, the nails, the eyes, the weave, the eyelashes, the butts, the breasts. They need that more. I don't care if it's good attention or bad attention. As long as they're getting attention, this is what they're seeking. This is what they're going after. So if you have a woman that is constantly on the internet, that's constantly on her phone, you can be at a restaurant. You can be eating, enjoying yourself, trying to talk to her and everything else, and she picks up her phone and she starts going through it. She wants to know what's going on. She wants to know the latest gossip. She wants to know what the news is bringing and so on and so forth. While y'all are sitting there at the daggone restaurant, while y'all trying to eat and enjoy each other's company, she wants to enjoy the company of other people, or she wants to bring other people in. Especially if you have a female that's going to take pictures while y'all at the restaurant on the gram, sticking her tongue out, shining in her face and everything. Man, I'm going to tell you, the problem that we have as men today is that we have a system of non-avoidance. We don't know how to avoid these types of women. Not only not avoid them, but we don't know how to ignore them. See, because we look at beauty, the aesthetic. That's what we are. We look at the aesthetic on these women, and it's very, very, very satisfying to the eyes. It makes you want to go after her. It makes you at least want to look at her. You know what I'm saying? Give her a wink, or, just stare at her a little bit as she walks by or she's standing there, whatever she's doing. You want to know who she is based on what she looks like, but I'm going to tell you, 9 times out of 10, I'll say 7 times out of 10, the women who are the prettiest are the worst. They got the worst personalities, the worst dispositions. You know what I'm saying? They got the worst attitudes. They are the worst. Why? Because first and foremost, they have been given the most. They have been appreciated the most. They have been lied to the most. They've been built up the most. They have so many dopamine hits. And these women right now have so many complexes that they're dealing with. They have beauty, and the beauty is a standard. So to meet that standard, they got to make sure that they are always up on game. Eyelashes, nails, hair, face, everything. They got to make sure they always keep up with it. Why? Because they have to outdo the other woman. See, when you see these women out here with jeans that's torn, but they cost like $900, with these red bottom shoes on, these purses that probably cost about $4,300, the lace fronts and all of these things, these are not for men. That kind of stuff is not for men. It is definitely for other women. Why? Because men don't recognize price tags on women. Women only recognize that. Men don't recognize what she spent to get these things. They don't know, because we have no idea about their dress code. We have no idea about how much money they have or how much money they're willing to spend to have that look. We know nothing about it. We don't care if it's real or fake. We don't care. It don't matter to us. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to walk around in real with Michael Kors and whatever. That's the only one I can get out right now. But we don't have to go around and do all of that. You know what I'm saying? We just throw on stuff. We get stuff from damn Amazon, Walmart, something else like that. As long as you look good and we got the fit with the kicks. See, we more worried about our shoes. We get the Nikes and stuff, the kicks and everything else to make the whole outfit look good as long as it match. And then you get the ball cap with the team on it. Snapback, make sure you snap back, because you know if you got a big bulbous head, you know, see mine ain't the smallest, but you got a big bulbous head, you definitely gonna need a snapback. Don't get a fitted, get a snapback, because you already know you put that fitted on, boy, your head gonna be so damn tight, your eyes gonna pop out. I'm telling you, don't do it. Anyway, men don't know if whatever she has on costs $10 or $1,200. We don't know, and frankly, we don't care. So they're doing it to up other women, because only women can recognize and spot the prices of stuff that she paid to get what she got. Okay? But women will also sacrifice everything that they have. They will sacrifice their rent, their electric, and everything else just to get that look. So this is where we need the men to have what we have or more to come into our lives. Why? Because women have really bad financial management. They don't know how to manage their money. I mean, a lot of guys don't either. I'm not going to lie. I was always one that didn't really know how to manage my money until I got a little older, you know. And then I started putting money aside. I started figuring it out and then started writing out a budget. Now, you know, I'm doing a little better. But most women don't. Why? Because women want it all. And when they want it all, they're going to find any way to get it. So, check this out. This is how it starts. First off, the woman goes to school, right? That right there is student loan debt. Okay, cool, no problem. Once she gets out of school, okay, she gets a great job, right? This job might be paying $120,000, $130,000, $200,000 a year, okay? Wonderful, wonderful. First thing she does with that is she go buy a house, okay? She buys a house, maybe $200,000, $150,000, $200,000 a year, okay? Now you're in a 30-year loan, okay? That's the house debt plus student loan debt. Then, after that, she has to keep up the facade, the look and everything else, so she go buy herself a nice car. BMW, Mercedes, whatever else cars that these women like, you know what I'm saying? They get out here and they buy these cars, right? Lexus, Cadillac, but I would say BMW and Mercedes are probably the two top brands that they pretty much buy. Okay, so a Jaguar, they'll buy that, so now it's a car note, because they're not going to buy it straight out. Now, they're not going to buy it straight out. They don't have the money for that yet. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to keep up with the aesthetic. They're going to buy it. They get a car note, which is probably going to be like $800, $900 a month, plus insurance, which is probably going to end up to being like $1,400 a month, right? So now they got the car note. Then they get very ambitious and they go start a business. Starting a business upstart is not cheap. So they think that it is. They think that they're starting a business, now they're on top, you know what I'm saying, with all the stuff that they have. So they go out here and start a business, okay? The craziest part about this business is as soon as the door is open and whatnot, they think that people coming in, ushering into their business to support them, they think that they're going to pay them the monies that they can use to go out here and buy more things for themselves on a personal basis, not for the business. So the first money that they make, they believe it's a profit, and they'll spend it as a profit, wondering why they're going under. Okay, so these are just a few things that women do, and this is exactly why they look for men to come in and take upon their debt. And then if they have children, wow, oh, look at that, children. Yeah, you ain't the daggone daddy, because you're going to hear sometimes in your life, if you with that woman, you try to play stepfather, the kids even going to tell you, you ain't my daddy, you ain't my daddy this, my daddy that, my daddy will beat you up. That's what my daddy will do. My daddy always beat up people. Where's your daddy at now? He in jail, but when he get out, he's going to beat up more people. See, this is what is going to take place. Okay, so while you thinking that she's just dime and she's just treasure and everything else, you got to realize the mental state that most of these women are in. You know, they are in a state of dire circumstances. They got debt out of their ass. They got children. You know, and if they don't have children, that's a selfish woman. 9 times out of 10. Why? Because if you 40 and 50 years old and you don't have a child, you've never been married, you are definitely one that is narcissistic. You only think of self. I'm not saying all of you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all. But the vast majority, you are definitely narcissistic. All right? So that's where you come in saying that men are afraid of women that have money. No. Men are not afraid. Men are annoyed. Y'all are very annoying. Y'all think that y'all got a platform. You think you got this upper hand because you got a little money. We don't care about that. Grown boys care about that because mothers teach them to care about that. Mothers teach these boys to be just like them. And the problem is these boys are fighting in turmoil with themselves because the testosterone is kicking in, but then the mother's trying to make him feminine. And it's in a turmoil battle. So this is the problem that we're facing today. Brothers, I'm telling you, you want to find you a good woman. How do you find a good woman? First of all, one of the best ways to spot a good woman is to look at her and see if she's a natural woman. I'm not saying all women that wear makeup and everything else are no good. I'm just saying the women that wear themselves as themselves are the most confident women out there. Okay? They believe in self. They love themselves. They don't have to put on makeup, and if they do, it's just a little eyeliner, a little bit. They might even throw on some lashes, but they don't pack it on every single day. They don't put on so much of the fake nails. They try to grow their own and use their own nails. They go to the gym and work their bodies out. They don't use prosthesis to get their bodies right. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of woman that you want to start out with. Then you'll watch her. If she's in the grocery store, a natural woman in the grocery store, what does that mean? That means she cooks. A natural woman in the grocery store that cooks. Watch. Look at how she looks. See how she smells. A woman that comes out, regardless if you're going to the grocery store, to the library and everything, and she smells good as hell. Woo! You get that nose waft. Oh, baby. You in like Flynn. I'm telling you, these are the women that you really want to start looking at, right? You go outside, you look at her car. She's driving a Honda. She's driving a Hyundai. She might be up on something. She might drive a Lexus, maybe a Cadillac, but she's more than likely going to be driving an Explorer or something else like that. She knows how to manage money, I can guarantee you. It just shows. You got to pay attention to all the things that's on the outside, and then this is how you get into the inside. There is an aesthetic out there, fellas, and you got to pay attention to it. You know. Then you look at her, look at her walk, look at her flow. You understand? See if she smiles when somebody says something. Not just white people, but black people too. And even men, if she smiles. You know what I'm saying? If somebody says something. And that goes to show right there, you know, that she is not in a state of anger. She's appreciative that somebody actually spoke to her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's that type of person. She got that personality. She is letting you know that she is not going to attack you right off. Because I guarantee you, the women that out here that's gonna attack you right off, they're gonna roll their eyes as soon as you say something to it. They're gonna look at you crazy. They're gonna walk away. They're gonna turn their noses up. Or they're not even gonna look your daggone way, and they're not gonna smile at anybody. Now, a lot of them do smile at white people because they're so daggone indoctrinated, they believe that white is right. But I digress. Anyway, these are the types of women that you want to try to get to know. You want to look at it, go up and speak to her. You ain't got to say nothing significant. Just tell her like, you look nice today, That's a simple line. And I know all guys are going to say that, you know what I'm saying? But if you say something like this, you buying food, you going to cook it? She say, yeah, I'm going to cook it. Like, oh man, see, that's your type of a woman that can cook. Wait a minute, hold on. Can you cook? Joke around with her a little bit. Can you cook? Now, you might be cooking. Is your food good? Do people say your food good? I don't know. Like, oh, my food is buying all this other stuff. So, you get into that, right? And people tell her, so what you do is say, I tell you what, are you a single woman? That's the kicker. Because if you out here cooking and I can't see you being a single woman. Well, I am. I'm a single woman at this point, and she don't give you an explanation. She don't say my husband cheated on me or my boyfriend lied and all that other stuff. She just said, yes, I'm a single woman at the time, and I'm gonna cook for myself. You say, well, are you interested in getting to know each other? Because I cook too, and I think we can share recipes and all of these things. We can have a good time. We can sit back, eat our food, that delicious food that I know I make. I don't know about yours, but I know I make good food, and watch some TV. You want to do it? We can go out. Spend a little time getting to know each other over a dinner that someone else made. Make conversation, man. Just make conversation. She may say, I'm not interested right now because I, am working on myself. I'm not interested right now because I have, this priority, that priority. Or she might say, you know what? Fine. Yeah, we can exchange numbers. We can talk. Now, getting to the pretty, pretty women, right? You get to talking to them. You're going to definitely see that they ain't gonna have that type of food and stuff in their cars. Why? Because they are not cooking nothing. They're not about to cook nothing. If they in there, they're probably getting juices and they might get a few fruits and things like that. But they in there, high heels on more than likely, tight jeans or pants on that's showing, the muffin, breasts sticking out, makeup galore, hair and weave. Sometimes you can see the tracks in the back. Choo-choo train. That's a fact. That's me. I do that. Anyway, but you can see that she's putting a lot of work to come out here. A lot of work. And putting in all of that daggone work to come outside just to be seen at a grocery store. You know what I'm saying? That is saying like, it could mean that you care about how you look coming out and everything else. You care about how you look and you want to be seen. More than likely, yes, you want a lot of attention. You're trying to garnish attention is what you're trying to do. And so you have to look, brothers, and you judge for yourself. But I'm telling you, you're going to find the better ones in those natural ones because the better ones always take care of themselves. The natural ones love themselves enough. They don't have great self-esteem issues. They're fine with who they are. They're fine in their skin, So this is what I'm telling you. We have a lot to learn, and we have a lot to pick up on. We don't want to have to deal with these women today that are just bringing us down, man. And if you find that natural woman, y'all start to hit it off, y'all start to be cool and everything else, man, bring your best, okay? Bring your best. Do not disrespect this woman. Do not mess over on this woman, especially if she's cooking and she's cooking and she's cooking 9 times out of 10, she lives in a clean house. You do want to see that though. You want to see if the house is clean, but that is for another daggone video, man. But yeah, and if she's treating you right, she's not blaming what happened to her back in the past on you and all of these daggone things, man, keep this woman. Don't mess up. Don't mess over her. Right now, they are just as scarce as what they call good men. You understand? And when you find that is definitely a diamond in the rough. All the rest of these females, kick them to the side. And I mean, when I say kick them to the side, I mean don't touch them. Don't sext them. Don't speak to them. Don't talk to them. Don't wink at them. Don't smile at them. Don't try to get in their DM. None of that. They don't need a man. Let that be exactly how they live their lives. Let them live their lives without men. And that's just basic. Because if they truly didn't need a man and they really understand what men bring, yeah, they would shut their mouths real quick. But brothers, anyway, I'm here to help you, so I need y'all to help me. So what I need you to do is I need y'all to smash that subscribe, right? Smash that like button Smash that notification bell so you'll know every time I upload. And we're going to do some commenting about it because I do want to give y'all information that y'all can give me information and we can help each other. Okay? This is how it's got to work. I do want us to work on us. I want us to build us up. And this is how I plan to start. Okay, brothers? You know I'm in and we in life playing. I'm going to always leave you with this. It is better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Take care, brothers. Until next time.